G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. I've got a minifig spotlight of sorts for you guys today. It's not really a minifigure, it's a buildable character, but it is a figure, so I am going to include it in the minifig spotlight. And it's also different because I've actually modified this character quite a bit just to give it a different look. So of course this is the Luke Skywalker buildable character, or Ultrabuild they call them. It is set 75110 from last year in 2015. When those buildable characters were first released, like most other people, I was very impressed with the General Grievous and Darth Vader. They were clearly the best buildable characters. And after starting off and building those two, I really got hooked on the whole line, and I went ahead and picked up the whole series, that whole first release. And there was a lot of talk at that time, and clearly the least popular of all that first wave was the Luke Skywalker. And then after hearing about what people were thinking about the Luke Skywalker and how bad they felt it was, I actually returned the Luke Skywalker and decided I wasn't going to make it part of the collection until my wife said, you can't have the whole collection and not have the whole collection. So you can't just leave one out. And that sort of ate away at me for a while, and I caved in and I did go and pick up another Luke Skywalker. So I did buy it twice, but it really set me on a mission to try and improve it as much as I could without sort of going overboard and doing a redesign on it, is just to improve it. So once I put on display with all the other buildables, that it really does not stand out as being so, well, it really just didn't look complete, did it? And I will put a picture up here of the original one, and just so you can see it, and it really just does look that it's not complete, doesn't it? So what I've done here is I've sort of gone with more of a Return of the Jedi look to Luke Skywalker, kind of like when he's in the Jabba's palace and he's all covered up, and I kind of thought that was probably the best angle to take with this buildable, was to cover it up quite a bit more. I did add a few extra pieces. So what I basically did is I did purchase another Kylo Ren, so the material pieces that I've added on here are from Kylo Ren, and a couple of the pieces are as well. And the other thing that I looked at was sort of around the groin area, where it really looks quite sort of thin, doesn't it, and just not complete. And there was another buildable character where they sort of fixed that up a little bit, and that was Obi-Wan, and he actually had this little cod piece here. So I couldn't actually make up that from the pieces from the Kylo Ren, so I did have to do a bricklink order, and I did order those parts. So that sort of just helps fill that section in a little bit. The shoulder parts here, they were from the Kylo Ren, so I did add those on. And basically with the cape, and I do have a spare here because these material capes, I mean, I just love these. They're great. I've actually, I haven't done anything with this one yet. It's still a full cape. I did sort of, while I was ordering these parts, the guy had these capes, so I ordered that as well. And what I sort of do with them, and I've got a Obi-Wan Kenobi cape, the spare one, and I cut them up, and so far I've used that one. I've cut it up for ponchos and jackets and that for some of my Western minifigs. So I put them on the minifigs just to dress them up a little bit, and they're great for that. It's just great soft material, easy to use. So so yeah, I like those. And what I've done here is that second hole just there is what I've put on his neck. So actually, because it's quite long, so it just folds over on his body like that. So you do see this hole, this bottom hole here, just there. But yeah, I can live with that. The hood wrap and I've got plenty other buildable videos. I'll put cards up for those. I did show that hood wrap a little bit better. It's not my idea. It originally came from, I'm just trying to think now, I'm pretty sure it was the Brick Hunter. Just Brick Hunter, sorry. And but I will put in the cards the Kylo Ren that I did with the head wrap with the hood, and there I do link to that video as well, so you can go back and you can find out how you can do that if you're interested in doing this hood for your buildable characters. So that's really the only changes that I made, so it's not a whole lot, but I really do think it did improve this Luke buildable character. What do you guys think about it? Does this look better? I know that the actual head mold, that's the real sort of letdown for this build, and again, that's another reason why I tried to cover it up as much as I could. But I definitely think it's a big improvement. But obviously, you know, I'm a little bit biased because, you know, I built it, but I do want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Is this an improvement on the old one? And if Lego had have released something like this, do you think you guys would have added it to your collection? And who knows, if you think that I'm totally wrong and that Luke buildable was awesome, let me know that as well, because we've all got different opinions, so no one's right or wrong. You like what you like, don't you? So yeah, let me know in the comments. Really love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. I've got more Star Wars. Actually, I've got stacks of Star Wars on the way for you guys. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button. But anyway, guys, really appreciate you watching. I've rambled on a little bit, haven't I? But I really do appreciate you watching. Don't be a stranger. I'd really love to hear from you guys. But that's all I've got for you today. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.